Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together. I apologize for being late, but as you know, we are Arab and we are always late. Actually, the reason I'm late, I don't know if I should share this with you, but I'm not sure because most of you will not believe me. What happened? A donkey come to my window, and it's a big donkey, and he said to me like Allah, he want to take you up in journey, and then I don't know much about space ships, but it was it was a very interesting journey, and those things happen usually to all my family. I mean, all of us, we fly usually, and my grandfather, he used to have a flying carpet, and my uncle from the other side, actually, he used to have a flying horse. And then when this happened to me, I wasn't really too much surprised, because as I said, those things happen to us all the time, So anyway, I mean, if you, I know many of you don't believe me, but it's a true story, and if you don't believe me, ask Allah. Yeah, it's true story. So today our topic is about Muhammad going to the seventh heaven. Who is a Muslim is willing to call us and share with us what he think about this story, that Muhammad really he went to the seventh heaven. I'm going to open my Pal Talk program, so in case any Muslim, only Muslim can contact me, please. Again, only Muslims. All right. So if you are a Muslim and you are if you are a believer in what Muhammad said, and you think you can show us some proofs, like consider yourself like this, like you are talking to somebody and you want to tell him about your prophet. His name is Muhammad, and then this prophet, he have a donkey come in front of his house, and then this donkey, he took him to the seventh heaven. And then, weird stuff happened in this journey. So who is a Muslim would like to call us? Anyone? Do we have any Muslim? All right. Well, until we find somebody is a Muslim, he's willing to call us, that would be, fun to have a Muslim explain to us things. Let me see. Somebody sent me a news. I don't know if this news is true. All right. So, until now, there is no Muslim calling. Let us see. Have you tried to call in Muslim channels instead of waiting for them? Is it possible? Well, first of all, you know, if I call Muslim channel, what is different? I mean, here we go. Give me give me their ID, I will call them. What a big deal. It's the same. Do I know even who's talking to me? A Muslim channel. Why don't, you know? What different is going to be? Let us see if we have a Muslim. If you are not a Muslim and you text me, I will block you. Just to let you know. If you are not a Muslim and you text me in Talk, I will block you. You know, we welcome all kinds of Muslims to call us, and those who claim that they have answers, they are more than welcome to call me. And if you are there, give me your ID, I will call you. What a big deal. It's the same. I mean, I call you, you call me, who cares? The interesting is, are they willing to talk to us or not? No, Adam, actually, I am the one who's calling anyway, because all what you need to do is just text me, say, hi, I'm a Muslim, and I will call you. No? Let us see. Anyone? Well, if there is nobody, and then we will go to the topic, and then Lord have mercy on Muhammad. We give the Muslim chance, the opportunity to, you know, to get involved and present their case, so it can be maybe some truth in there, maybe, right? So if we go and see the story of Muhammad going to the seventh heaven. And for sure we will show the story from reference which is accepted by Muslims as authentic. This is Sahih Muslim. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. As you see, this is all is Sahih. All of this is Sahih stories. So they have no excuse to say we don't accept this story, we don't, you know, I mean, let us take Sahih al-Bukhari. As long as it is the most respected book and considered the most authentic for the Muhammadan. Sorry, my voice is not good, you know, so if I keep saying my throat is dry. All right. It says here that the Messenger of Allah described to them his night journey, saying, while I was laying in Al-Hatim or Al-Hijr, okay. I'm just answering somebody, please. So anyway, so when he was laying down, an angel attacked him. Or came to him. Is that a true story, Muslims? It sounds like an attack for me, actually. Any Muslim will read the story for us? Nobody? You want me to read it alone? That's not good, because you know my English is not good. I thought maybe some of you would help me. All right. So anyway, the angels, they came to Muhammad supposedly, and as usual they come as men and they cut his body from here to here, which means from his throat to his testicles. And I asked, you know, he said, where? Like, what does that mean? He said, from his throat to his pubic area. You will notice in some other translation, they don't say to his pubic area. They lie. They say from his throat to his down his chest. You notice here, they are saying the truth in this translation. Muslims, why those angels, they cut Muhammad's throat, or they made a cut in his body from his throat down to his testicles? Remember, we are talking about Muhammad getting ready to go to heaven. Any Muslim? Do we have any Muslim? You see, I want to go to heaven now, supposedly. And I want to understand why the angels did that to him. If there is any Muslim, don't mind to tell us what happened. Any Muhammadan? Zazita 1 saying, Zazila 1 saying, CP, why hate on the truth? I don't know, what does that mean? I thought my English is bad, but I feel better now. I'm asking you, my friend, is that the truth, that your prophet, to go to heaven, in order to go to heaven, the angels, they cut from his throat down to his testicles to clean him up from inside? Is that a true story? Why Muslims, if we ask them a question, they cry and they play victims? We are people like you. Maybe we will believe, you know, make me believe. What is the relationship between making a cut from the throat of Muhammad to his testicles, may Allah bless them, to go to heaven? What is the reason? Any Muhammadan? No? Nobody knows? All right, we have we have a brother Osama Dakdok. Maybe he'd like to join us. And maybe that will change the topic, but it's okay. Hey, brother Osama, we are live on air. You like to join us? Okay, let me put you in the speakers. Let me put you in the speakers so everybody can hear you. All right. Can you speak louder?
Yes, sir. Hello, Brother CB, and how's everybody in your chat room?
We are doing fine, and good to hear from you. You know, I just texted to Brother Osama because somebody sent me a message saying that some people try to harm you.
Well, it's true. It's true. On the I'll quickly share this with you. On June 6th, I was on DC with the rally, obviously, with everybody. We have a wonderful day sharing so much about Islam with all the people I talk to. You give hundreds of brochures, the small red and green booklets, teach about Islam, and hold the sign Jesus saves. And it was awesome rally. Mr. President Trump did his speech, and then we walked to the Capitol, and that's when we found out all what's going on there. So I decided to just go ahead and leave, take my car, and head the road. But I had with me a friend from Minnesota, so I have to wait on him. While I'm waiting, next to my car where I parked on 3 and K, if you're familiar with Washington, D.C., 3 is 2 blocks on the north side of the monument, and K is like 5, 6 blocks south. Anyway, so when we were parking our car there, and there is my friends have a truck. The truck have signs about, you know, abortion and about gay and lesbian and about the 10 Commandments. It's a godly ministry he does, traveling over the country whenever there's a chance to tell you about repent and do what's right. And we thankful for life of every person. Like you have a sign also that, you know, please life matters. So it is literally wonderful signs all over the truck. Pictures speak for 1,000 words. Mm-hmm. And while sitting in the car next to it, these maybe the total of like 12, maybe 13 guys start throwing rocks on that truck.
Uh-oh.
Well, I came out of the car and I said, "Hey, what you guys are doing?" And as I yelled at them, and I saw the little children because they look like kids, you know. And the owner of the truck heard me, so he ran quickly, and we moved him from damaging his truck to across the street. Well, while they're across the street, they still throw rocks from across the street. I get out of my car and I said, "Please, guys, leave. We did not do anything to harm you. Leave us alone. Go." And one of them was, you know, a deep voice. He started telling, you know, garbage language to me, F you and this and that. I said, "Well, God bless you, brother, and I appreciate your, you know, what you said here. God bless you. Go on your way. We're not going to start a fight here." Well, I sit in the car and I hear zip, and guess what? A rock broke my windows in my car. So I went outside to talk with this guy. I said, what do you do this for now? As I walk across the street, there's 2 double streets. So I go maybe, I don't know how many yards, 2 streets, 2 ways, and a media in the middle. I realized these are not children. There may be 3 or 4 kids, teenagers, but they're all, they're black men who are, I guess, late 20s, early 30s. And no kidding, they were about to surround me to beat me physically. Obviously, I do not have the strength to fight even one of them, not all of them. And then the Lord sent 2 guys I didn't even know from Adam, 2 white guys who ran towards me to stop them from physically harm me. And somehow these guys start running across the corner. I didn't know why, but they all go around the corner, and I walk, and I was on the phone with 911 because I was reporting that somebody threw a rock on my window, broke my glass. Mm-hmm. And at the moment I turn around, Brother CB, that's when I hear pop, 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 7, 8 bullets. Well, one of these bullets hit one of these guys in his left legs. He fell on the ground, and the lady on the phone, she said, "Is these bullet shots I hear?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." "Anybody hurt?" I said, "Yeah." One guy is laying on the street. Well, when I saw the shooting, CB, it happened quickly. It was like 3 seconds, 3 or 4 seconds. There's only a tree. The tree is 6 inch, 7 inch round. So I put my both hand on my head, and I knelt down in the tree, under the tree, to cover my head. But obviously, the tree could not protect me, but the Lord is the one who protected me. Well, after they did the shooting, they ran. Well, the gentleman, Alan Hoyle, who is does this ministry, street ministry, he ran, and he carries that guy, well, that's maybe in his 20s, and with another guy to the other side of the street. and that's when we found out he was shot in his foot. Quickly, there was a good maybe 12 cars, 11, 12 cars, police cars were there. Helicopter was above us, 2 ambulance and 2 fire trucks. The whole place was down there at K and 3 Street. Well, the police came, look at my car, he said, don't touch it until we get the bullet. I said, a bullet? What bullet? I thought my window was broke with a rock. He said, no. You see this hole in the middle of your glass? I said, yeah. He said, that is a bullet. That's not a rock. So obviously they shot a bullet on me. They did not hurt me. They only break the glass. And somehow, and they also hurt this other white guy who was trying to save me. And brother, quite experienced. And I left like around 7 o'clock. Even the curfew was 7 o'clock. But since the police and the detectives were there, I have to wait until they finish the paperwork and taking pictures, blah, blah, blah. So they first told me, CB, they captured one of these guys. But then surprise, 2 hours later, they said they did not capture anybody. So I do not know who's covering for who or what's happening, but all I know that I was that close to get a bullet in my car, but it did not hurt me. And I was close to get a bullet face to face, within like 6-7 feet from this guy. Has happened quickly, and the Lord has protected my life, and the Lord also protected that white gentleman who came to my rescue, and he was wounded for me. I believe he is wounded for me. This is the story, what happened on the 6th, between 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock.
All right. Well, because I just saw the text message, and I text you, and that's why, Anyway, always there is bad people, good people everywhere, and what we can do. I mean, this is how it is. You know
what's amazing, CP? Vicky, my wife, she called lots of people, asked for prayer for this trip, and that's not usual because, I mean, I'm on the road 24/7 all year long, so we don't pray for my traveling specifically. But she literally asked the church on Sunday to be praying for me and brother Kent, who was from Minnesota, staying with me in my house. We made the trip together, and the church prayed for us. And on that day, there's a lot of people praying. As a matter of fact, some people called me the following day, and they said, "How was your trip?" I said, "Was good." I said, "Why?" Because I thought maybe they heard about the shooting. They said, "Well, the Lord just put on our heart to pray for you." As Vicky asked us, send us email or whatever she did. I think she sent email to everybody, and we were praying for you yesterday. And I said, "Well, praise God, because if God is with us, who can be against us?" These guys tried to harm me, but the Lord protected me, and I'm still alive. So I don't take prayer lightly, because we cannot do anything without prayers.
Amen to that. Well, I'm glad that you're in good condition. I just wanted to be sure. And, we just started our program, and today our topic is about Muhammad going to heaven. So,
which heaven? Yeah, he's going to the garden of Allah, but not heaven, our heaven.
I am in the beginning of the story, and I am stuck with the part where it says that the 3 angels, they came, or 2 angels, and Jibreel, he cut him from his throat to his testicles. And I'm trying to understand what is the connection between this and going to heaven. I'm not, I'm trying to find Muslims to call me, but until now there's nobody's calling.
Well, good luck to find somebody to help you out with your request. You will get to heaven without knowing the answer.
All right. Well, thank you, Osama, for being with us.
CB,
thank you
so much for calling me, and it's my joy to always be with you, brother.
Thank you.
I love you, man, and God bless you in your ministry tonight.
Glad to be safe. Say hi to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, angry mob, what you can do. We go back to our topic. Do we have any Muhammadan? Racism is ugly, and this is what happened when some people, they fool them, and they make them believe that anyone who have a sign about Jesus, he is racist. Anyone, and Osama is an Egyptian, he's an African, he don't have a white skin. I mean, isn't it crazy? I mean, Osama is an African, in case you do not know. So, I mean, I don't know. But when you are blind, right? When you are blind, you are blind. your hate will blind you. So you want to kill people. So, do we have any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan here would like to join us? So anyway, the two angels came to Muhammad. They cut his throat from here to here, which means from his throat to his testicles. Why? Any Muslim knows why? What was the purpose of this? You know, like if we say, you know, if we say that Muhammad is received by angels, that means the angels are doing the order of the God, and that God supposedly his name is Allah. Okay, wonderful. Why? Any Muslim can tell us? What is the purpose of washing, cutting open his chest, going down all the way to his testicles? Any Muslim? You see here, you see that because the story is very embarrassing and doesn't make sense. The Muslims get angry if you ask the questions, but the story itself is the reason for them to be angry. The unique thing about this religion, that they write this story, they teach it to their kids, they print it, they translate it, and then when we ask them about it, they get angry. Any Muslim can tell us why? So they cannot answer. They cannot answer. They are suffering from disability. They knew Islam is false, but they get angry. Let us see, maybe we have a Muslim. Anyone? So it says here, let us go. Further, his father, he said, then they took out my heart. Then a golden tray of belief was brought to me, and my heart was washed and filled with belief. Interesting. Anyone? Not even a single Muslim? Nobody? I mean, I don't know, like we have almost hit 800 people. And yet, nobody can tell us. They cut his chest, and then they filled up his chest with golden tray full of belief and golden tray full of wisdom. Hmm. Interesting. Nobody can explain. I mean, this is very simple. I mean, what the problem? You see, we aren't asking you questions about like how God created the baby. I mean, it's very simple. What do you think? You see, Muhammad, he want to go to heaven. Muhammad is chosen by Allah. Muhammad is the best of mankind. Muhammad, the perfect man. According to Muslims, he is the best of mankind. I mean, come on. So why Allah he needed to do plastic surgery to clean him from inside, and then he decided to do such a surgery, and what he installed inside in his throat and his chest and his testicles? A dish of faith and a dish of wisdom. Anyone? Why Muhammad was, he's mentally ill. Allah decided to do some maintenance. Lazy is saying, you eat pigs, you act like one. Well, no, Muhammad, he did not eat pigs, but he was marrying children. So you tell me. And Muslims don't eat pigs, but the Prophet, he ordered you to drink camel urine. You tell me. I mean, this is animal and this is animal. And camel is forbidden for the Jews anyway, the same as the pig. Camel is forbidden for the Jews, the same as the pig. So your Prophet, not only he made the camel lawful for you as meat, he made his piss lawful for you. And don't, waste my time talking about eating pigs, I mean, you eat what is worse. But who care about this? What we care for now, the question in front of us. Allah, he sent an angel, and they open his throat all the way to his testicles, and then they start washing his look like, here the story, by the way, doesn't show everything. But here it says, then he then took out my heart, and then a golden tray of belief was brought to me, and my heart was washed and was filled with belief, and then returned to its original place. Any comment? You notice here that according to the knowledge of Islam and the knowledge of Allah, you cannot install wisdom and faith unless you take the heart out. You install the wisdom and then you put the heart back. What do you think? Anyone? You see, this will be a kind of series we will go through, but a simple question, look at the Muslims, what happened to them. Very simple question. So what kind of religion cannot answer such a, I mean, this is very simple. Is it true that Muhammad really, he received a surgery from his God, and the purpose was to clean him from inside and to install a dish of wisdom and a dish of faith? Anyone? Anyone? Waiting. I did not even start the topic yet. I'm drinking my tea, waiting for the one who want to tell me. What do you think? The Quran says if Allah want to do something, he said be is going to be. So based on this story here, Allah, he noticed that Muhammad, he have a problem. And the problem is, he is short of belief, and obviously his wisdom is bad. So Allah, he decided to fix Muhammad. It's a maintenance thing. The question is, isn't it the Quran says if Allah wants something to happen, he say be is going to be? Is it angels who install faith in your heart? And is really faith is installed? Anyone? Not even one. Interesting. So what, we will stay waiting? Honestly, you see, Muslims, if you cannot answer this, I'm going to stop here. And everybody will repeat the same question. Muhammad is going to heaven. Muhammad will see the house of Allah. Actually, he did not see the house of Allah, but there is a house, it's called Al-Baytul Ma'mur. We'll talk about it later. But before we go to continue reading, we are just in the first steps in the story. So what is next? Maybe some tea will fix it. We cannot call Zakir Naik now. He's asleep. And my voice is not really good. I told you from the beginning, first minute, I told you my voice is not good. I don't see any reason. What is the reason that there is a person want to go to heaven? He is already a prophet. He received a lot of Quran. Allah, he chose him. Do you think Allah, he chose Muhammad, and then later he found that Muhammad is not qualified to be a prophet? Like he needs some adjustment, he needs some maintenance, he needs some work? Any Muslim? Please be, keep the chat clean. Don't use bad word. Otherwise, we have to disable the chat. Nobody? All right. Actually, the chat is kind of disturbing, but we will see. If people go out of the line, we will close it. So let us continue then. As long as the Muslims, they have no idea what to say. But if we go and check other hadith about this story, you will see more details. All right. Here we go. Here we have a little bit more different details. And here you see they are giving you a different translation about his pubic area, his testicle area. Here they are saying, my heart was extracted and it was washed with the water of Zamzam, and then it was restored in its original position, after which it was filled with faith and wisdom. So we have to learn here that Muhammad, he needs some washing. There is something bad in his heart. And water Zamzam, and by the way, just in the news they said they found that somebody, they are like, there is a mafia, they are selling fake water, Zamzam water. I hope Muhammad did not get the fake one. I was then brought a white beast, which is called Al-Buraq, bigger than a donkey and smaller than a mule. It is stride, it was long as I could reach. Ew. How he is just bigger than a donkey, I mean smaller than a mule, but then his stride was long as the eye could reach. I was mounted in it, so Muhammad can't climb it by himself, maybe because he's heavy. And then we went forth till we reach the lowest heaven. So now we notice Muhammad, he arrived to the lowest heaven. And then Jibreel asked for the gate to be opened. And it was said, who is he? He replied, Jibreel. It was again said, who is with thee? He replied, Muhammad. So what do you think, Muslims? Jibreel is an angel of God, and he is the head of the angels according to Islam. And now he arrived to the door of the heaven, but the angels are asking him, who is he? So Jibreel, he keep coming back, that back door, like up and down, up and down, up and down, and now they are just finding out that this is he. Why the angels do not know that this is Jibreel? First time they see him. They said, who is he? He said, Jibreel. It was again said, who is with thee? They replied, Muhammad. What do you think, Muslims? Imagine there is a door. I keep coming all day. From it, out, in, and I am the master of those angels. Jibreel is the head of the angels. And now he is, Jibreel, the big boss, been asked who is he. someone saying you cannot disapprove Quran using hadith. I am not, you see that the funny is the Quran is a hadith too. Isn't it the Quran is a hadith? Even the Quran says the best of the hadith, the Quran is the best of the hadith. And isn't it you Muslims say there's a hadith which is called considered Qudsi, which means holy? You Muslims are very funny. And isn't it this hadith we are using from Sahih al-Bukhari the most authentic, and you call it authentic? Okay. And we can disapprove the Quran anyway from the Quran. In chapter 39, verse number 23, it says the best of the hadith is a book, or the Quran. Here it says Allah has revealed from time to time the most beautiful message. Where it says that? It says the best of the hadith, not message. Change the translator. The hadith became a statement. So anyway, the Quran is a hadith. And why today you are saying to me you cannot disapprove the Quran by the hadith? So what is the story of Muhammad going to heaven in the Quran? If we go to the chapter, it's called Al-Isra, we don't find anything. Where is the story? Huh? You said you cannot disapprove it, right? Okay, but you keep saying that Muhammad, he went to heaven. Where is the story of Muhammad going to heaven in the Quran? There's nothing. It says, praise be to the one who sent his heaven at night from Mecca to the farthest mosque. There's no heaven. Where's the heaven? Even the heaven is not mentioned. And look at this translation. I mean, Tafsir al-Qurtubi, Tafsir. What is that? What kind of translation is that? You see, look how many things they are adding here in the translation because they don't know what to say. All what it says is that Allah, he sent him from Al-Masjid al-Haram, and supposedly we know what is Masjid Haram, supposedly, but nobody can be sure. And supposedly it's Mecca to the farther mosque. Okay, where is the farther mosque? Where is that? What is that? This is the Quran. What is the rest? I mean, how come the Quran tell us about Sulaiman? He heard the ant, and the ant she said. They tell us about Sulaiman taking flying carpet. Give us funny, silly details. And the journey of Muhammad, there's only one verse and there's nothing. What is the story? That's it? Anyone? So where is the one who said you cannot disapprove the Quran by the hadith? I cannot disapprove the Quran. There's no Quran. What Quran? What is the story of Muhammad going to heaven? Where in the verse it says he went to heaven? Is Jerusalem in the heaven? Where is the story? Anyone? Humble slave of Allah is AWT saying the following. Let us take a selfie. Give me a second, my friend. Smile. All right. When the Muslim cannot answer a question, this is what they say to us. Read carefully and see their logic. Humble slave of Allah, you Christians don't even follow your Bible, shame on you. You choose what fits your need, and what's that all about? Okay, well, I thought my Bible is corrupt according to you, but now you are saying I should follow my Bible. This reminds me of the Quran. The Quran says, you Christians, you have nothing unless you follow the Bible, which means the Bible is not corrupt. Secondly, you said we don't follow the Bible. Why? Why? Do you Muslim follow the Quran? Do you Muslim follow your step, your prophet? If somebody came to marry your daughter, she is 6 years old, you will practice what Muhammad did? You will marry her to him? Do you beat your wife? Do you have 4 women? Do you have 13 wives? Do you do jihad? All of this to avoid the simple question. Why Muhammad needed a plastic surgery to go to heaven? Look, we are not asking anything. How come the angels in the gate of the heaven do not know Jibreel? Anyone? I am Jibreel. I go there every day. I go from this door every time I go out, I get in. I am the head of the angels, the head of the staff, and yet the angels do not know who I am. Interesting. Any Muslim? If you notice, when we finish the video, any video you make, all the comment of Muslims have nothing to do with the video. Just wait. Go check all the previous videos. You will not find one comment have to do with the video itself. Usually they don't. 99.99% they don't. Because they have nothing to say. What they can say. Are we stuck here? Any Muslim? Quran say the Bible is your Bible is corrupted, so we, those who wrote scriptures. Okay, I will take your sentence, Mr. I don't know what's your name. Smile. Another Abdul, he said, if we lose the internet, just be patient, guys. Sometime we lose it. Quran says the Bible is your the Bible is your Bible is corrupted. So we, to those who write the scriptures with their own hands, then say this is from Allah. Okay. I mean, this is the most funny story ever. Isn't it you Muslim who wrote the Quran by your hand? Did Allah wrote the Quran? Do you have even the Quran of Uthman? You don't even have Sahih al-Bukhari. You see Sahih al-Bukhari? You don't have Sahih al-Bukhari. You see Sahih Muslim? You don't have Sahih Muslim. You don't have them. What do you have? So the Quran we are reading right now, who wrote it? Isn't it the Quran says that it is on us to collect it and it's on us to recite it? Allah saying that? Any Muslim? It is you who wrote the Quran. Isn't it you Muslim, you say the Quran we are reading is Quran Uthman? What is Quran Muhammad? So the one who write it by their hand and they say this is from Allah. That's you. We don't write it from our hand and we don't say it's from Allah. What do you think? And again, they change the topic so they will avoid the problem. What does this have to do with our topic? Nothing. But what you can say. So they cut his chest, they wash his chest, they install a dish of wisdom, they install a dish of faith. And notice that the faith and the wisdom is coming in a golden tray. Jibreel asked the gate to be opened. They asked him, who is he? He said, I am Jibreel. It was again asked, who is with thee? He replied, Muhammad. They didn't know Muhammad. They didn't know Jibreel, they don't know Muhammad. Okay. I mean, how easy to get the heaven into the heaven of Allah. Just I say Muhammad, so if I go right now, I say I'm Jibreel, I get in. Isn't Jibreel is a person who looked like an angel? I mean, isn't it obvious that he's an angel? Any Muslim? Don't he look like an angel? Is it Muhammad? He says Jibreel have 600 wings. So how come he have 600 wings and he is so big to the point he can cover the horizon, and yet they did not notice that this is Jibreel? Musa, you want to call me? Text me, Musa. Are you a Muslim? Text me, I will call you. If you are a Muslim only. Please don't use bad language in the chat, otherwise we will disable the chat. My voice is not good today, so don't let me talk too much. Anyone? So what we notice here, that there is a fence, there's a gate, there's a gatekeeper, and gatekeeper do not know Jibreel, and Jibreel have 600 wings, yet they thought he's a chicken maybe, or a turkey. They ask him, who are you? Anyone? Yeah, today I will not talk for long anyway. Nobody? I mean, what is difficult in this? So in the last what we are live for 30-40 minutes. We have amazing, astonishing lies. Nobody in the world can believe in them. If Allah is God, why Allah he need to send angels to make a surgery? If Allah he say B is going to be, why Allah cannot fix Muhammad by saying B? Be smart, Muhammad. Okay, isn't it Allah who created Muhammad? Allah sending 2 angels to make a surgery for Muhammad and install a dish of wisdom. Where they got the wisdom from? Muslims, where Allah, do Allah like he have like a warehouse where he store dishes of wisdoms? What those stories about? Let us show you different hadith, because every hadith have different flavor, you know. All right. Here it says, that they cut out his chest. You see here, they don't say the pubic area. And they said they took all the material out. Everything. Nothing inside Muhammad now. So like his heart is in the table doing like boom, 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 boom by itself. His kidney, his liver, his everything. Everything. All the material. You know, that the battery, the wires, all the material. Okay. They took it out of his chest, and then they wash it with Zamzam, and then they look, you know, Jibreel, he used his hands, not his wings. In this story, Jibreel have hands, not 600 wings. All right. Till he cleaned the inside his body, and then a golden tray contained a golden bowl full of belief and wisdom. Any Muslim? Do you think that Allah, he have a warehouse where he store like wisdom and faith? Mr. Trixility, I mean, we have a topic. You want to ask me a question. Instead of keep asking, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Well, pose the question. If the question have to do with the topic, I will answer you. If you ask me about something else, I will not. I am the one who's asking the question. Do Allah have a storage, a warehouse, or do Allah make wisdom and he stored them somewhere? Because what the story here, according to your prophet, saying that they brought with them a dish, one is full of faith and one is full of wisdom. So let us focus now in the wisdom thing. Where the angels they brought the dish of wisdom from? Anyone? Nobody? Somebody saying Jesus even tempted by Satan and people worship him. Sad infidels. My friend, you see the word tempted? Tempted mean he did not fail. That's Satan, he tried. Read the story. Satan, he tried to tempt Jesus. When we say when we say tempted, it is somebody trying to tempt me, right? But did Jesus commit any sin by the temptation of Shaitan? Shaitan, he can say whatever he want. Shaitan, he can offer you whatever he want. But Jesus, even in your Quran, in chapter 19, verse 19, it says the Holy Son. Jesus is holy. So I feel sorry for you. We worship a holy man. The Quran says so. This is how they lie when they quote the Bible. If you go and read the story, you will see Shaitan, he failed. But according to your religion, Muhammad, he received command from the devil. If we open the hadith, and notice, by the way, all of this to change the topic because they cannot answer about the silly story of Muhammad. Our topic about Muhammad going to heaven. This is your prophet admitting that he received command from the devil. And yet you say he's a prophet. But Allah, he says, there is none among you who don't have an attached to him from amongst the jinn, the devil. They, the companion, said, Allah messenger with you too? Thereupon he said, yes. But Allah helps me against him, so I am safe from his hands, and he does not command me but for good. Where is the guy? Mr. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Infidels. Infidels. Muhammad received command from the devil. Ha ha ha. Infidels. And who is the infidels? It's us who are the one who kissed black stone. Ha 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 ha. Infidels. What do you think? Somebody saying, why would Satan tempt Jesus with meaningless earthly power when he is God? You see, you are just ignorant again. Because isn't it Satan in that temptation? It says, throw yourself from the top of the high mountain if you are the Son of God. And the angels will carry you, will serve you. So Satan, he was tempting the Son of God. Go read the verses. Grow up, Muslims. Grow up. A follower of the prophet surgery, plastic surgery prophet. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. You do not know is Jesus? Ha ha ha. Well, he said to him, if you are the Son of God, throw yourself. Ha ha ha. So if we go back to the story, which the Muslims are doing their best to try to avoid asking those questions about the prophet of God who received 3 angels who cut his chest to wash it with Zamzam because obviously it was very dirty, and then they brought a dish made of gold full of wisdom and another dish full of faith. Question, as long as it's a dish, why did they give it to Muhammad and he will eat it? What do you think? Any Muhammadan? What I know that Jesus is born by Mary and he was circumcised, so why you worship him? Well, that's a funny question, as I know too that Jesus, he is born of Mary, but he have no father. And as I know too that Jesus, he resurrect people from death, but he's born of Mary. And as I know he's born of Mary, but he can make the blind see. And as I know he is born of Mary, but he can't tell you what you hide in your houses. And as I know he is born of Mary, but yet he's right now in heaven, and he's alive, and Muhammad is dead. So why you don't worship him? And as long as you are talking about circumcision, have you ever heard of a prophet, his name is Muhammad, he told you to circumcise, and he himself did not circumcise? Any Muslim can tell us? Is it 1 hour? I'm planning to go because my voice is tired. My throat is dry. Okay, we are almost there. Muslims will call you, it's easier. My friend, if they call or they don't, who care? I mean, for me, you see, for me, I don't really care if Muslims they call or not. We are just giving them opportunity to answer. And do you think if a Muslim he call us, he have an answer anyway? I mean, look at this. Do you think if really, if they have an answer, they will not call? They don't call because they have no answer. Correct? Otherwise, they will be lined up. And look, we did not ask anything. I mean, we did not ask anything really serious. I mean, this is very simple questions. Anyone? I know. You see, I'm trying my best to make it easy for you. Your God came to the earth, and God killed by his creature, so he can forgive them. That's funny. Well, you look at this. Allah, he come down every night to the third part of the night to ask who is asking for forgiveness, so he's going to forgive them. Ha 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 ha. Well, you see, to be killed once and resurrected is 1,000 better time than coming up and down every night. I feel sorry for Allah. He have to commute non-stop. What kind of God? He cannot. You see, when you are making the story here, first of all, this is a lie. God did not come to the earth so he will be killed. God, he knew what they will do. God, he knew what they will do. And he is not a coward like your prophet. So they want to kill him. Okay, kill me. You know, I overcome death. And that is additional proof that Jesus is God. Additional proof in your religion too that Jesus right now is alive. If Jesus is just a prophet, he should be dead like the rest. Muhammad is dead. He's the best of mankind according to Muslims. He's dead. Jesus is not. Who is the one who would defeat the devil according to Islam in the last day? Jesus. So what Muhammad for? What Muhammad accomplish? If the one who will defeat the devil is Jesus. If you watch an American movie, which one stay to the end? The hero. In your Islamic movie, who is the hero? Muhammad or Jesus? Give me the answer. In your Islamic story, who is the hero? Muhammad or Jesus? Jesus, after he got killed, he left the universe without any control. That is very silly. First of all, they killed the flesh. God is always alive. Secondly, don't you know that we Christians, we believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit? Very silly. God is always alive. However, I can say the same to you. Your God is dead since he, Muhammad, he claimed he exists. Here we go. Muhammad is claiming in the Quran that judgment day is near and the moon is split asunder. Muhammad claimed that the moon split is the start of the judgment day. Claiming that Allah is the one who split the moon. That was an eclipse. And nothing happened until now. Your God is dead. And again, all of this is to avoid answering the question, what kind of a story Muhammad he came with when he went to heaven? Did you notice? They will speak about anything except what the question is. Don't ask the question. And look how hypocrite they are. They claim that Jesus is dead when the Quran says no, Jesus is alive. The funny that Allah, he sent Jesus according to Muslims as a prophet, yet he saved Jesus, but he did not save Muhammad. The Jews wanted to kill Jesus. Allah, he saved Jesus. Okay, sound good. Why Allah did not save Muhammad? Any Muslim can tell us? Look, Allah, He invested a lot of money and time in Muhammad. He need to fix him. He waited 40 years until he is ready. He did feed him until he is ready. And then he did the plastic surgery until he's ready. And he washed his chest. And then he took him to the 7th heaven. He sent him a donkey. All of this is gone. And then Jesus is alive and Muhammad is dead. What do you think? Muhammad is a person you Muslim believe that he was bewitched. And you are talking about Jesus, Satan, he tried to tempt him. He tried. But black magic is Satan controlling you. Muhammad is under the control of Satan. You Muslims agree that your prophet was under the control of a black magic. The bewitched prophet? How we can trust him now? He's a bewitched. What do you think? Even Aisha, she said that even his sexual activity was false. Muhammad, he imagined himself having sex. This hadith is a metaphor? We'll prove it. Anything is embarrassing is metaphor. Guys, this hadith is metaphor. So Muhammad did not go to heaven? Which one is metaphor? Which one? About the heaven, about the poison, about bewitched? I guess all of them, they are metaphor. Anything you don't like, it's a metaphor. Anyone? I don't think this is metaphor. I think this is metaballs. And why we cannot find the story of Muhammad going to heaven in the Quran? Where is the story? It says that Allah, He took him from the lowest, from Mecca, sorry, you know, and to the farther mosque. Where is the farther mosque? Muslim, they claim this is Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. Okay, if we claim so, there's no proof, but anyway, we will go with it. So where is the story about the heaven? Why Allah forget to mention that He took Muhammad to heaven? The hadith about the aorta is metaphor. The guy, he died. I mean, look, are you a kid? Do you want me to block you? Speak serious, otherwise I will block you. The man, he died, and you are saying metaphor. Are you an idiot? Muhammad, he died, and you are saying to me this is metaphor. The guy, he died because of it. You must be just playing, maybe. This is metaphor. That he died. It says the prophet in his element which he died. Used to say he died. This is metaphor. I mean, the guy, he's died and metaphor. What? Okay, well, no comment. What you can say. So to make it simple, I'm not going, you know, we will continue maybe tomorrow the same story because we could not get anyone to debate us about it, and my voice is not good. The other verse here. This is the Quran, chapter 17, It's called Al-Isra, which about supposedly the journey, the night journey. Okay, and it's happening in the night. Always there's no witnesses. I mean, all things I do, me myself too, I do it at night. You know, yeah, Jibreel, he come to me at night only because you know he's a you know, he don't like light. So where is the story? What is the story in the Quran? The Quran, we find tons of stories. Alexander the Great, he found where the sun set, he found it in certain murky water, he found people, then he found where the sun rise, and then he built a dam, the seven sleepers, and they have their dog. I mean, the story about the dog took more verses than the story of Muhammad going to heaven. What is the story about going to heaven? Somebody saying his name is Tahsin. He's saying your God, he sucked a breast to be fed. Prove it. I want to learn from you. As I know, maybe you are like making fun of the Quran. According to your God, my God, he spoke in the cradle as a person of wisdom and as a prophet. As you see, your prophet, he needed plastic surgery. And then he waited until his 40 years. And then after that, Jibreel, he squeezed him. And then after that, still Muhammad don't understand what happened. While Jesus in the Quran, in the cradle, he spoke. So if he is a person who need to be fed by a breast, are you saying the Quran is a stupid book? Are you saying the Quran is lying that Jesus, he speak in the cradle? When his mother, she pointed her finger at him to speak to him, and the Jews, they said to her, talk to who? To the baby? And then what Jesus said? So here you notice how the Muslims, in order to avoid answering simple question about a fabrication made by Muhammad, about him going to heaven, they try to say anything, and whatever they say, we got them busted. My God is in a human form. Well, your God is in an octopus form. Isn't it the hadith says that Allah, he come to you in a shape of a shin? And the Quran says that? Huh? What do you say? This is Sahih, your prophet saying that. What do you say? Allah will come to you in a shape other than the one you know? And how you recognize him? You recognize him by his shin? You have a God, he's a shin? Let me show you the hadith about the shin. Give me a second. Let us see. Anyway, they are just trying to change our topic because they are desperate. Your God, your God. You can say whatever you want about my God. The topic now is about your prophet and your God. Obviously, your God is not a God. This God who want to fix Muhammad wisdom by sending dishes of faith. Right? Anyone? Okay. Here we go. We found the hadith about the shin. The admin actually posted for you. Thank you, admin. Do you know any sign by which you can recognize him? They will say the shin. And so Allah then will uncover his shin. So your God Allah, he will change his shape, playing hide and seek. And you are saying to us that Allah is not a man. So what he is, octopus? Allah have a shape. And as long Allah have a shape, that means he have a physical size. And as long he have a physical size, that means he is inside something. How you Muslim, you say God cannot be inside his creation and now he is inside his creation? Any Muslim? Shin. Don't forget to save the link about the shin of Allah, because later you might ask me, and you know, we will have difficulty to, I mean, maybe I'm not busy or something, you know. So Allah have a shape, Allah have a shin, Allah have, I don't know, what is that? What is this? What kind of, what we are talking about? Are we talking about God? So Allah is a shin, Allah have a shape, Allah changed his shape. What he would do with the previous shape? He would put it in the closet. Then the Almighty will come to them in a shape other than the one which they saw the first time, and he will say, I am your Lord. And they will say, you are not our Lord. And none will speak to him but the Prophet. So you Muslim, you will laugh at Allah. You will say to him, you are not Allah. Come on, look at you, look at you. You look funny. You look like Christian Prince. You know, ugly, scary, you know. So this is Allah. Why my God cry in the cross? He did not cry in the cross. My God, he was quoting the Old Testament. It was a prophecy about him. Ili, this is an Old Testament statement, you idiot. The one who cry is your God. Allah, he could not face the Jews, so he took Isa and he ran with him. Hey Isa, let us run, the Jews are coming. Hey Isa, jump, the Jews is coming, man. We have to run before the Jews come. Okay, true story. So all of this because they don't want you to see how stupid the story is. They are trying their best to change the topic. Very simple. Change the topic. Don't ask those questions. So what we learned today, that there is no verse in the Quran speaking about Muhammad going to heaven. Which again proved that Muhammad is a fabricator. Because if Muhammad have time, if the God of Muhammad have time to tell us about the ant, telling the ants to hide from their places, from the army of Sulaiman. Allah have time to tell us about the 7 sleepers. Allah have time to tell us about Sulaiman, the flying carpet of Sulaiman, Sulaiman holding his stick, Sulaiman on his chair, all kind of stories. But Allah don't have time, maybe he forgot to tell us that Muhammad, he went to the 7th heaven. Where we can find the story? Any Muslim? When Muhammad, he told his followers, and even those who don't follow him, that he went up to heaven and he have no proof except claiming story. Do you know what happened? Muslim became apostate. Read it. Since they deny it, and some of them apostated when the Prophet informed them of it. Muslims, those are the Muslims who follow Muhammad. They decide to leave Islam when Muhammad told this story. Do you see it? And this is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Anyone? Let us see. Lord have mercy. People texting me from Paltalk. Those people that used to come to my chat room, they are happy to see me in Paltalk. It says, "Oh, is the room is open? Is the chat room is open?" So look what we have. A story is not even good to tell kids. A story, there's no backup of it, even in the Quran. Even the God of Muhammad did not say, "I took you to heaven." Muhammad, he's making very funny, weird stuff. Like, did Allah, he made the surgery for Jesus before he took him to heaven? Here we go, Jesus in heaven. Did Allah send an angel to Jesus? They cut his chest. Did Allah send an angel to install a dish of wisdom in the chest of Jesus? Muslims, Jesus in the cradle, he spoke saying, I am prophet. In the cradle. He's one second old. Muhammad now is almost 50, 40, 45, 50. We don't know when this happened to him. And yet he needed a surgery. And what? They installed a dish of wisdom. And imagine Muhammad, he told this story after the surgery. So how foolish he was before the surgery. If this has happened to Muhammad after the surgery, if Muhammad telling this story after the surgery, after he received a dish of wisdom and a dish of faith, I mean, this story, it must be told by a fool. I mean, if this is after the repair. If I am a wise man, I will not go and tell this story to anyone, because obviously this is a stupid story. God, he installed a dish of wisdom. You see, okay, you can say that God took me to heaven, no problem. But here there's details which is very funny. I mean, God is washing his chest with the water in Mecca. What about bringing holy water from the heaven, supposedly? Why from Mecca? I mean, this is the camels step on it, you know, it's a water. And it's poison. If you go and see this, the BBC report, which Muslim, they were so upset from it, they show you that it have an arsenic, which is a poison material. Each time you drink a cup is like you smoke a cigarette. Right? So all this story proving to us that Muslims cannot answer them, because simply they are, it's very embarrassing, obviously. and they are not brave to even talk about it. They try to ask about anything to take us away from our topic because it's embarrassing. Allah is God, but yet he cannot fix Muhammad. He need to send an angels to do surgery. Embarrassing. Allah, you know, Allah have a power supposedly. Okay, if Allah, he said to Muhammad, okay, Muhammad, be smart. Is Muhammad going to be smart? No, because Muhammad is too stupid to make him smart. So Allah needed to send an angel to fix him. What do you think? You see, Jesus, he said to the blind man, see, he saw. Can Allah say to Muhammad, be smart, and he became smart? Jesus said to the man, he can't walk, carry your bed and walk. He walked. Okay. Why Allah needed to make a surgery? And what is driving me, like, I mean, I'm getting dizzy now. Why? I mean, where Allah, he got the dishes of wisdom? I mean, do he have a warehouse of wisdom where he stored dishes? Like, is that really normal what Allah he do? Like, when he want to make somebody smart, he send him a dish of wisdom? And why Muhammad did not eat the wisdom? I mean, why they install it? I mean, where they put it where exactly? If you go and see what the hadith says, it says they install it in his throat and his vein. Where? His vein. They stuff it, they stuff it. I mean, have you ever heard somebody was stuffed in his veins with faith and wisdom? How they stuff it? Read carefully. Where it says, okay. Okay, they cleanse inside his body, and then the golden tray contained a golden bowl of belief, wisdom, etc. You know, and Jibreel stuffed his chest and the throat blood vessels with it. So now, if Muhammad he donates some blood, he will. If Muhammad bleed, he will lose his wisdom. As long as they put it in his throat. If Muhammad he go to the bathroom, is he going to do poop with the wisdom too? Muslims? Remember, Allah he put the wisdom in his throat. Muhammad he go to the bathroom. That means Muhammad by 24 hours after that he will lose all the wisdom and the faith. I mean, Allah could not find a better place than his throat. And if you want to say to me, this is metaphorical, that will be funny because it says a dish. It says they cut for real. And Muslims believe they cut it for real. This is the metaphor. This is something new in the Muslim, because this is embarrassing. So they try to say it's a metaphor. Anyone? All right. So we will finish for today. Don't forget to download the video. And as you see, my voice is not really doing good. But I'm really disappointed. I thought we will get so many Muslims to call us about this topic. They will be excited because about Muhammad going to heaven and Muhammad going to the, to the Aqsa, visiting Hamas. And then we find that all of this is a shish kebab hummus. Not true. So what we would do? No answer. This is what Islam is about. No. Right? Anyway, the admin was posting the links for you for all the reference we mentioned. Feel free to share them with your friends and save them, make a notes so you can learn. and later if you need them, you can have them. All the prophets have wives. What's wrong with that? Yeah, all prophets have wife. The only prophet who make a verse saying any woman she want to give herself to the prophet is Muhammad. And he asked a girl, she is not even 1 year old, to marry her. And he marry a child. And don't change the topic. We are not talking about Muhammad now, sexual life. And by the way, obviously Allah, He cared for the sexual life of Muhammad. He want to make him happy. I mean, this is what God do. He cared for His prophet. If Muhammad, the private part, is not happy, Allah is sad. The happiness of Muhammad, the private part, is from the happiness of Allah. They are connected. There's a lot of connection there. I mean, do you think Allah will accept that He's a prophet? He is not getting enough women? He go to bed and his private part is hungry? No way. That's against Islam, my friend. This is a prophet. And then even when Allah, He decided to send to Muhammad, He said, I was the most weak person in sexual intercourse. Until I invoke my God Allah, and He sent me a dish of al-kufayt, which means shish kebab. And then he ate it and he get the power of 40. Even that one, Allah, He fixed it by a dish. Even fixing the sexuality of Muhammad, Allah could not fix it without dish. So in Islam, wisdom is a dish. Faith is a dish. Fixing your sexual problem by Allah is by a dish. I mean, the blessed dish of Allah. I mean, lucky the one who get Allah dish. Who is better than Allah dish? Nobody. If Allah, He have a dish, He is the best. What we learn from this, that Allah is the best cook. He cook in His kitchen, faith. Like Allah is like Einstein, you know. He have like, you know, and He working in the laboratory. He's putting this with that and mixing this with that, and then He come with the, you know, formula which is called faith. And then He sent it in a dish. He put it in the dish, you know, cover it, like put it in a golden tray. As you see, golden tray. He cannot put it in plastic, you know, because Allah support the environment. You know, He will not send garbage to the earth. No plastic. Plastic is free. All right. So He used golden tray. And you know, those golden tray, and you know, one have the you know, faith, and the other one have wisdom. So Allah, He work in the kitchen. He made a dish for wisdom, which is very easy, by the way. You add wiz and dum together, you know, and you cook them in 300 degrees, and you put them in the oven after that for 45 minutes, and then you add some spices on them, and then, you know, like you put, you know, you cut some books, you know, you chop them, chop books, chop, you know, the books of wisdom, you know, you chop them and you mix them with this thing, and you know, and then you put it again in the oven for 15 minutes. And after that, you know, you spray wise salt, you know, wise salt, not normal salt, wise salt. And then, you know, you can add like some black faith paper, you know, in the top of it. And then, you know, you make it ready, you cover it, and you know, have to keep it warm, by the way. And then you send it to the angel Muhammad, then he stuff it inside his throat, and Muhammad is okay. What is this? This is God. This is God. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for being here. I hope tomorrow my voice will be better. If not, we will take a break. But mostly I will be here. You know, actually, today I said to myself, I will not go live because my voice is not good. But I cannot resist the temptation of sharing the amazing, beautiful stories about the Prophet. It's unbelievable. You feel like you are taking a cooking, like we have a cooking show, you know, like, you know, today we will teach you how to cook wisdom and how to cook faith. All right, get you ready and get your recipe. And what I can say. Yesterday we were talking about cloning. Allah is a special, you know, he's a very good in cloning. He cloned He cloned someone like Jibreel, he cloned himself, he made himself look like Dahya Kalbi. Allah, he made Jesus look like someone, he made silicon Jesus. I mean, the stories of Muhammad is beyond fantasy. There's no fantasy work with Muhammad. Muhammad, he beat all the fantasy stories. And this guy, he is so good in stealing stories. 90% of the stories Muhammad he come with is stolen from somebody. From the flying carpet to the flying horse to the ring of Solomon to the ant is talking to the Zulqarnain to the seven sleepers to this story, everything is stolen. You don't even have a good imagination. And I say thank God that he was a thief. Otherwise it's going to be hard for us to expose him. Thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you. Feel free to subscribe to our channel here. If you already subscribed, don't forget to unsubscribe, because Allah will give you a blessing for doing that. And then subscribe again, and then Allah will give you double deeds. The wisdom of the Prophet Muhammad after the surgery. And, you know, for those who always support us, I say thank you very much. God bless you. Download the video. And add subtitle if you speak different languages. Let everybody see the truth. And the truth will set you free. Thank you. And God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.